Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube video on indices and reports important from prelims perspective. So these are some names of indices and reports produced by the institutes at world level, and some of the important of these we are going to discuss in details in the further video. Starting from World Bank, there are certain reports and indices that World Bank produces. The first of it is Ease of Doing Business, World Development Report, Global Economic Prospect, Remittance Report, Ease of Living Index, Universal Health Coverage Index, Human Capital Index, A Glass Half Full, Poverty and Shared Prosperity, Regulatory Indicators for Sustainable Energy Rise. Then is International Labour Organization. The first one is World Social Protection Report, World Employment and Social Outlook, Care Work and Care Jobs, World of Work Report, Global Wage Report. Then we have is World Economic Forum. They produce Global Human Capital Index, Global Competitiveness Report, Global Risk Report, Global Gender Gap Report, Global Environment Performance, Travel and Tourism Competitiveness, Global Information Technology Report. International Labour Organization, they produce World Social Protection Report, World Employment and Social Outlook, Care Work and Care Jobs, World of Work Report, Global Wage Report. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, World Investment Report, Trade and Development Report, Information and Economy Report, the Tech and Innovation Report, Commodities and Development. So you can have a look once again. Then comes International Monetary Fund. It produces Global Financial Stability Report, Global Economic Outlook, Fiscal Monitor. World Health Organization, as we all know, these are in current, so any report or index can be asked from it in the prelims. Please lay some focus on them. That is World Health Statistics, World Tuberculosis Report, Global Nutrition Report, Ambient Air Pollution Report, World Vision Report, World Malaria Report. International Union for Conservation of Nature, that is IUCN, this produces a red list which contains of endangered animals, name and where their species are found. Reporters Without Borders, World Press Freedom Index. And then is United Nations Habitat, World CITES Report, Habitat Commitment Report. IQ Air and Green Place, World Air Quality Report is produced by them. This is also one of the important report that could be asked. So duly learn this, that IQ Air and Green Place or Greenpeace produces it. United Nations Environment Program, Actions on Air Quality, Global Environment Outlook, Emission Gap Report, Inclusive Wealth Report. International Energy Agency, these produces World Energy Outlook, The Future of Rail Report, Global Electric Vehicle Outlook, Southeast Asia Energy Outlook. World Meteorological Organization, it is so obvious that it will produce reports on climate and weather. The first is Greenhouse Gas Bulletin, United in Science Report, Statement of the State of the Global Climate in 2019 Report. National Freight Index, Revigo, logistics startup. Traffic Index. It is published by TomTom. It is an Amsterdam based company. Defending in Numbers, released by Asian Forum, Human Rights and Development, Forum Asia. Global Hunger Index, International Food Policy Research Institution. UN Department of Economics and Social Affairs, World's Women Report, E-Participation Index, E-Government Development Index. So you can find this E-Participation Index and E-Government Development Index. These both indexes are very important. So maybe you can find this in prelims this year and you can score a good question from this. International Migrant Stock 2019 World Population Prospect. International Atomic Energy Agency Technical Coup Report, Nuclear Technology Review plus Red Book. Death Penalty Report, Amnesty International, Transparency International, Global Corruption Report, Corruption Perception Index. So Global Corruption Report includes the world countries and their corruption levels. Also Corruption Perception Index, it includes what are the prospects and the factors on which corruption is done and corruption is calculated. So these are some pointers or details I was talking about, and these are for important indexes that we need to know. Human Development Index 2019, it is released by UNDP, United Nations Development Programme. It unveils HDI based on 3 dimensions. So it has 3 dimensions to it. First is life expectancy, education, and per capita income. As we all know, we are familiar with these terms. Life expectancy means how much a person lives. Education is by what degrees or by till what class you have studied. Per capita income is the income produced in some area as defined by your country. So remember this thing: Norway, Switzerland, and Ireland, these are the top 3 positions in the Human Development Index. India ranks 129 out of 189 countries. Gender Inequality Index GII, India is at 122 out of 162 countries. That is a very bad number. Norway has the first position. It forecasts that it may take 202 years to close the gender gap in economic opportunities. Human Capital Index 2019, World Bank released Human Capital Index as a part of World Development Report. Theme this year is Changing Nature of Work. It seeks to measure the amount of human capital that a child born today can expect to attain by the age 18. It means कि कितनी ह्यूमन कैपिटल आ सकती है जो आज एक बच्चा पैदा हुआ है जब तक वो 18 साल का होगा. India is at 115th position out of 157 countries. Global Competitive Index 2019, it was published by World Economic Forum annually. It measures national competitiveness through 103 indicators organized into 12 pillars. United States ranked first, followed by Singapore, Germany, Switzerland, and Japan. You have to keep this in mind that USA is the first, and it measures the national competitiveness based on 12 pillars and 103 indicators. Multi-dimensional poverty index, this is also important. You should learn this as this is very important from prelims point of view, as a question may be asked like there would be pointers A, B, C, D. Which of these are correct? A, B, B, A, or B, C, D. So keep in mind what is this. So multidimensional poverty index is a measure that takes into account the incidence of poverty and the extent of deprivation. It is calculated by Oxford Poverty Human Development Initiative and UNDP. How MPI is calculated? So we'll be studying in three prospects, that is living standard. Living standards include fuel, sanitation, water, electricity, housing, and assets, and it weighs up to 1 of 18 each. 1 upon 18 each. The second prospect is education, school attendance, and years of schooling. Third prospect is health, child morality, and nutrition. It weighs 1 upon 6 each. Water, in living standards, refer to drinking water, and fuel refers to cooking fuel, as we are talking about living standards. So this is how multidimensional poverty index is calculated and measured. Okay, I think you all has understood it. Now the last but not the least is Global Hunger Index. International Food Policy Research Institute calculates Global Hunger Index. It is a tool that measures and tracks hunger globally as well as by region and the country. It has 4 indicators to it: undernourishment, child wasting, child stunting, and child mortality. As we know, there are several children that are suffering from malnutrition in the country or globally. So this index calculates it all and rank the countries according to the measure of hunger globally. Based upon these 4 indicators, that is undernourishment, that the child is not getting the amount of nourishment or nutrition that he should get. Child stunting is that there are certain body parts that need to be stunts. And child mortality means how many child lose their life in their early childhood. So this is all for indices and report. Thank you very much.